All right, so we are here. It is Red Carpet Week. We got the Tangerine Crew directors. We have Nina LaRusso, Bridget, Ryan. Welcome. This is a podcast that we are recording visually as well. So for those Walpole Media fans out there, hello. And yeah, so let's just talk. You know, this year you did the movie Pearl. Let's talk about that.
You start, Nina.
Well, Bridget wrote this script, and we had to read all the scripts in class and pick which ones we wanted to do, and I just really knew that was going to be a good one. So yeah, and then we got assigned the other three members, and we started film.
Yeah,
it's your movie.
So like, I think what sparked this whole idea of like, you know, of throwback in time type deal was I was literally just at my grandma's house one day, and I just walked into the room that we filmed in, the living room, and I was like, this is a movie. And like, I don't know, something about it, it was just like, I'm like, I could make something out of this. And I just kind of just started like writing something, and it just kind of happened. It was cool.
And it became Pearl.
It became Pearl.
And you're nominated for quite a few awards, which is very exciting. Film festival is not about the awards, but it is nice to recognize the hard work that has been put in. Like you mentioned, this is a very visually pleasing movie. I mean, it looks really good. That must have been fun. Did both of you work the camera? Was it? I know that some days you weren't there, so were you the secondary camera?
Yeah, I feel like
we had like equal,
yeah.
Like, we were both kind of
there. A lot of me looking over Bridget's shoulder.
Yeah.
Micromanaging, I love it.
Yeah, but kind of the other way too.
No,
but it always worked out.
Like we always kind of like had each other's back when it came to like filming.
Yeah, we were on the same page with like what we wanted to see.
The vision, yeah, you guys did a good job with, you know, the vision for this. I remember reading through, we have all the students write visions and you know, mark up their scripts and stuff, and looking at the script, looking at the vision, talking to your crew. I think what you started out to make, that's the movie that you made. You know, I think, and that's something that usually doesn't happen. So that's really cool that you guys are all on the same page for the whole movie process, which is exciting. And like you said, so Nina, you're a senior, Bridget, you are a junior, so you hopefully have learned a lot of good tricks of the trade from Nina to take with you next year. Definitely going to be a force to be reckoned with. But let's go back. We'll talk about Back in Time. Your movie's all about going back in time. Let's go back in time. Just tell us how both of you got started. So let's start with Nina, then we'll go to Bridget. How'd you get started with the film festival?
Well, in 8th grade, me and some of my friends were like, oh, let's go to this film festival thing. So we saw one of the nights of movies. And then freshman year, I was like, I always kind of knew that I wanted to do music since I was little. And then somewhere in middle school, I was like, oh, I might want to do like film scoring. And I was like, oh, the film festival has that, I'll do that. So I kind of went to the meeting, and then I was really shy. I remember. You probably remember me too.
I remember, yep. As a freshman. We don't see many freshmen, so it is true.
And none of my friends wanted to do it. I was like, oh, let's do this. They're like, no. I'm like, all right. So it's just me. And I don't want to say it was torturous, but it was really like nerve-wracking. But then I still kind of knew that I wanted to keep with it and like eventually do more. So yeah, I did the music for the Lucy show. It was probably terrible. I kind of blocked that out of my mind. And then the next year, I did summer film, I think that next summer. And then that's where I kind of got more comfortable with everybody and everything. And then, I don't know, I think that I started doing screenwriting, and then I was assistant director on The Replacement sophomore year, and then I directed my own movie junior year, and then...
Yeah, so you're one of the rare all 4 years. Like you said, film scoring, you will be going to school for film scoring, which is also super exciting. Last year you did win Best Music, very exciting. This year, we're going to give a spoiler away. Nina won Best Music again because she was the only person that did music this year, but I'm sure it would have won regardless. But that's pretty exciting, and that's something that you've known your whole, you know, like you said, middle school. I didn't know it went that far back, that was something you're interested in. And, you know, you started at freshman year, and you've worked up to where you are now. It's really cool to watch. And speaking of summer film, Bridget is a summer film star of ours. What else have we done? Or as far as film, how did your start into the film festival?
So I've always really loved film. It's always been something that I've loved so much, even when I was like really young. Especially like me and my dad would watch a ton of movies together, and like it was a really like nice moment. And like I remember being in middle school and like hearing all the certain activities they were doing at the high school, and I'm like, ooh, they have a film festival. Like I never knew anything about it. I never went to see any of the shows. I know it's kind of embarrassing, but I never saw any of them like up until I got up into high school. And then like my freshman year, like. It was kind of all like a blur. I kind of can't really remember how it happened, but I think I like peeked in one meeting and I was like, cool. And then I just walked away. but then like a few like weeks, the months go by, and like I get asked by Mars Tomasetti and Aislinn O'Connell, because they were doing Resonance.
Yeah.
And they needed like an actress to be little Aislinn.
Yeah.
So that's where I got my role there as young. Forgot the character's name, but there was the redheaded character's name.
Yeah.
I was the younger version of. And then my sophomore year, I kind of went on a little bit of a hiatus. I didn't do film sophomore year, unfortunately. I think mostly because of like COVID and everything. It got kind of
It was crazy last year.
crazy and complicated. So I didn't really I kind of didn't do it, which I kind of regret. I wish I did.
You're here
'cause
now.
I love it so much, but I am here
Yeah.
now. And then of course I did summer film, which was really, really fun. And now I'm here, and I am directing a movie now, directed a movie, which is kind of
And then
crazy.
and you have a senior year in front of you, and
Yeah.
now you've learned from one of our best, which is
Absolutely.
great. But yeah, I mean, it's very, very exciting, and I'm glad that the festival is back to what would have been your freshman year. Now it's kind of back to our normal roots, and as you saw Tuesday, that energy in the room, that energy, on Thursday for red carpet is going to be even more so. We're running out of tickets. There's only a handful left, so by the time this airs, it will be completely sold out, which is pretty cool. But yeah, I'm very excited. And for a real red carpet, this will be fun for you. I mean, Resonance won Best Picture last year, so you are part of a Best Picture winner, which is very exciting from your freshman year,
And
which
they-
played last year, but it was.
and they were definitely wonderful crew to work with.
Yeah.
They were great. So.
Yeah, so you get Emmy and Mars, and now you have Nina. You got you're on the trajectory to do very well. So you're learning from some good people, and we're very excited to see what you do next year. And Nina, we're also very excited to see what the future holds for Nina, and the future there. But anything else you want to say? Any shout outs you want to give to any crew members or family or friends or?
Well, I feel like we have to do a shout out to our crew.
Oh,
because-
absolutely.
Yeah.
They've been so awesome and like patient, and they really are they really I feel like we're all kind of on the same like what's it called, like
Wavelength?
wavelength.
Yeah.
Exactly. Thank you.
So are we.
Same literally. Same wave for as the vision of the film goes. I feel like we're all kind of on literally. Yeah.
You're all together.
We're
Yeah.
all together on it. I feel like we all have this very similar vision, which is
Yeah,
nice.
which is good too. And working together, this is the beauty of the festival, is working together to reach a common goal, which in this case is make a film, is something that is, sometimes it's tough, I know for you especially, tough to let other people into your vision. No, I'm serious.
No,
And
you're right.
letting people in to, be a part of what that vision is. And when you're all in, on it together, that just, you can make a really good movie, which you did this year. Pearl, nominated for 6 out of the potential 8 categories. Really exciting. We're happy to have the Tangerine crew. Thank you for coming in. Shout out to Tangerine crew. Follow them on Instagram at
Tangerine.
Tangerine crew. Movie Pearl playing the 12th, Thursday the 12th, 6 o'clock. Be there. We'll see you on the red carpet. Very exciting. All right.